Hi, I'm Tessa. Working in innovation centres like Colgate-Palmolive in Europe, where I worked in the oral care CIC for a few years and launched the Colgate Sensitive and the Colgate Natural product was also my project. I learned that it's not a lack of good ideas that holds back innovation. It's a lack of alignment around the best ideas or those ideas that are going to be the big hits, those ideas that are going to bring incremental volume and value to the company as opposed to cannibalizing off the existing target market. And when you research against the current target market, often what they like is what they already like. And so the new product's going to just cannibalize the current products and brands that you have in your stable. So really identifying those big hits that are going to be incremental in terms of volume and value, and then aligning everyone around that. And how do you do that? And I developed a way of doing this using a tailored balanced scorecards where you've got a myriad of options and you work out exactly what are the criteria for choice at each stage gate of the innovation process, where you've got more and more information as you go around. How are you going to assess the bigger versus the smaller opportunities so that you can really put your efforts and your resources around those that are going to be will bring you the best return on investment and align the entire team around it. And when I worked in Australia and helped Sanitarium Health Foods, which is the equivalent of Protea, the equivalent of Pioneer here in South Africa, with Wheatbix and So Good, they pretty much own the health food market in Australia. We found that they were working in silos and using this kind of stage gate process that I had learned from implementing best practice in Europe. We were able to keep what was already working for them, but really streamline their process. So they were able to launch rapidly new products, whereas it had taken them years to launch products in the past. And they were therefore able to grow their share and grow profits in double digits, which is very unusual for leading or dominant brands. And they were even able to launch a veggie burger through McDonald's through just thinking differently and having a not invented here mindset that had been taken off, and the shutters opened and saying, well, what can we do that's innovative? We don't have to do it ourselves all, and really helping them define what is IP and what isn't IP. And so they were able to be very successful. And I've also used this with Unilever Streets and with Hill's Pet Food in terms of developing their 5-year innovation programs with them.